Okay, so this took me a lot longer than I expected, but I now have not only the panels set up so that each one will open as soon as I click it, but you can also close them by clicking on the left side of the panel, which I had before, but new to this version, we now have the ability to click on the tab and the tab will automatically close it. So you can open and close by clicking on the tab. And you can also go to the different sections and the tabs will open and automatically close all other tabs. So the problems that I was having was I would open it and then it would overwrite the tabs, or it would open and then when I opened the next tab, if it was in a different order, it would automatically open over the other one. But then when I tried to go back, so like if I opened sourcing, then research would cover sourcing, but then whenever I clicked on sourcing again, it would open up behind research, and unless I closed it here, it wouldn't open, and I couldn't get it to both open and close by clicking on the tab. So a lot of and again, I'm running this all from a single source, master source. So none of these objects, even though these are 6 different objects, they all have the same code and are sharing from a parent source. And so there's no custom code in any of the child objects. And the reason for this is so that if I wanted to rearrange it or if I needed to make some global changes, I don't have to open up every single object in order to make that change. I can change it in a single location. So with a master global variable. So that's the next, oops. So the next steps are going to be getting back into the game. So the next steps are going to be getting the resources into the panels. So with sourcing, for instance, this will allow you to control the flow into each of the areas. Research will allow more efficiency so that flow and creation will be faster. Power is going to control how much flow and capacity, or how much where the power sources are coming from. So, and you'll be able to buy upgrades and such. Capacity is going to increase the capacity of various places. So, for instance, as you build, as you get xenon gas, the right now it's at 20, but you'll be able to buy storage for larger and larger quantities. And facility is going to increase the size of the facilities and what those facilities can do. This is also going to be where you will be able to hire workers, which will increase the flow and the amount of people that you can hire. And business, and this is going to this is going to be where you find out, or you can control the prices of what you're selling, and will show the markets. I'm going to have as you make a widget, there's going to be kind of a floating scale of what the prices are, and so you'll have prices of all the different resources, and I think you'll have the ability to sell individual resources anywhere along the way or combine them. So there might be some points of the game where it's actually better to sell the resources, and then there's other times where the end product is going to be higher than the is going to be greater than the sum of the parts. So you'll be able to manage that here. And then also things like marketing, which will increase the demand and increase the price. So for instance, with no marketing, little demand, the price won't go up very much. but with a lot of marketing, you'll get demand for this. And obviously, the goal is to make as many widgets as possible. So it's morphing from a clicker game into a strategy game, but the ultimate goal is something that you can make decisions incrementally and then just let it play out like a clock. And then you can come in here and make adjustments or do things, but it's not going to be a game that requires you to be constantly playing. It's going to be definitely a background game, so much more still an idle game, but kind of an idle game with a lot of strategic elements, so that it can be like as hands-off or as hands-on as you want to be. Anyway, that's my update for now, and this is where I'm at.